So I want to tell you what happened. We get to this place, right, where we're in a season of suffering. Our world's caving in on us, and we either, like some women, they get lost in their story and they let it be the end of them. This is my story. I'm broken. And then there's the other ones of us who say, you know what, blessed are the cracked, for we're the ones that let the light in and just shine through us. We're going to look to you, and we're going to keep focused on you through this, and we know you're going to bring us through it. And I did that, but I took it a step further. I found that when I was sick, by reading scriptures, it changed me. It gave me peace that I had never had. And I began pasting them in my home. You either came to my house and you either left inspired or you thought I was a Fruit Loop. I mean, certifiable, the words of the Lord were everywhere. I mean, you could open the pantry and it would say, all things work for the good of those who love the Lord. And if you could walk down the hallway and it's like, I will never leave and I will never forsake you. And you were in my mighty right hand. And if you went to my bathroom, it said he healeth broken hearts and he bindeth up those wounds. And if you got by my nightstand at night, it said, the angel of the Lord encampeth around those who love him. And let me tell you, girlfriends, I believed it. Every one of those words, every time I said them, it built my faith. And I kept saying those words. And I started reading every inspirational book I could get my hands on. And I read, if you believe for one idea, if you believed, he could change your life, even one idea. He could give you the one idea you needed to change your life. I prayed for healing, and I prayed it. Give me that one idea to change my life. I need to change my life. And I believed it, and I believed it boldly. And what happened to me is this. All those words I was just throwing at you when I started, I dreamed them. They poured out of me. When I was looking at universities, I was going to go to the University of Mississippi, which we call Ole Miss. I was going to major in broadcast journalism. I got to the school for my little orientation. They tell me, we don't have that major. You can major in English. It's the closest thing we have. And I looked at that lady like, are you nuts? The last thing in the world I would be is a writer. Not me. Absolutely not. I had absolutely no desire to be a writer. But I was waking up with these words, and I could not control myself. I would just pour them out on the paper. Sometimes I would be driving down the road, and I remember Holland was asleep in the car one day, and I wrote almost the entire Sweet Tea Creed on the back of a Burger King receipt. You know, I promised to be the best friend a friend would ever be, to never get too old to sit on my daddy's knee, to always take to heart mama's best advice. Pretty is as pretty does, so before you act, think twice. Share faith, hope, and love with those who cross your path, and appreciate the simple gifts of bedtime stories and bubble baths. Dance like no one is watching, and follow your dreams, because you know in your heart, if you ask believing, ye shall receive.